Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. From shocking trades to behind-the-scenes drama and everything in between, we're here to keep Lakers Nation in the know and fired up. And today's story, it might just be the most intriguing twist we've seen all year. Because as fans continue to ride the emotional roller coaster of Luka Doncic's unexpected arrival in Los Angeles, a growing sense of uncertainty is beginning to ripple through the fan base, the media, and even inside the organization. It's not about how he plays, that part is undeniable. Luka magic has been phenomenal. It's about something deeper. A question that's quietly echoing in the background. Is he really here to stay? Now, on the surface, everything seems like a dream. Luka Doncic, the Slovenian superstar who led the league in scoring and dazzled with his generational playmaking ability, was traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers in a move that stunned the basketball world. It happened fast, almost too fast. No press tour, no announcement video, no public statement of excitement from the player himself. Just a trade. Luka out of Dallas. Luka into LA. And from that moment on, the narrative began to write itself. Luka and LeBron side by side. The king in the air. The reloaded Lakers on a mission. And for a while, the results were spectacular. After hovering between the 7th and 10th seeds earlier in the season, the Lakers surged up the standings following Luka's arrival, finishing as the 3rd seed in the Western Conference with a 50-win record. In just 28 games, Luka put up absurd numbers: 28.2 points per game, 8.1 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and 1.6 steals. He did it all, scoring in isolation, creating for others, drawing double teams, and delivering clutch performances. The fans bought in immediately. Crypto.com arena echoed with chants of Luka. Luka. The purple and gold jerseys with his name on the back flew off the shelves. It felt like a new era was beginning before our eyes. But if you listened closely, if you looked past the box scores and highlight reels, something felt off. This wasn't the usual Lakers blockbuster where the superstar arrives with open arms, declares his love for the franchise, and talks about winning titles in LA for years to come. Luka didn't say much. He hasn't said much. And that's where the mystery begins. Because while the results have been undeniable, commitment, that part feels unspoken. And that's exactly what ESPN analyst and former NBA sharpshooter Tim Leggler pointed out during his recent appearance on The Dan Patrick Show. When asked about Luka's future in Los Angeles, Leggler didn't hold back. He said he could definitely see a scenario where Luka doesn't re-sign with the Lakers after the 2025-26 season. That's when his player option kicks in, an option that would allow him to test free agency and go wherever he chooses, no strings attached. And according to Leggler, that possibility shouldn't be taken lightly. He emphasized something crucial that many fans might have overlooked. Luka didn't choose the Lakers. He was traded. Sent overnight. No say. No plan. Just moved like a chess piece. Leggler elaborated, saying, "This isn't a LeBron situation where he entered free agency and picked LA. Luka didn't circle the Lakers on his calendar and say, 'That's where I want to build my future.' This was a business decision, one made by Dallas, not Luka. And now he's here, trying to make it work. And that's the heart of it. Luka might be making the best of the situation, but is he embracing it? Does he see LA as home, or just a stop on his journey?" And it's not just Leggler raising these questions. Around the league, whispers have grown louder. Some insiders say Luka's camp is quietly weighing options, planning for the long term, just in case. Others point to his body language, polite, professional, but not fully invested. When he talks to the media, he talks about adjustments, about learning, about fitting in. These aren't the words of a man planting his flag. They're the words of someone navigating unfamiliar territory. And then there's the dynamic with LeBron James. On paper, it's a dream pairing. Two generational talents, both with high basketball IQs, both capable of carrying teams. But chemistry in the NBA is about more than talent. It's about trust, rhythm, and alignment of purpose. And sometimes, watching Luka and LeBron on the court feels like two different tempos colliding. Luka thrives with the ball in his hands, methodically breaking down defenses. LeBron is a master of control, pace, and orchestrating movement. But are they sharing the court or simply taking turns? Leggler raised this question too. "We don't know if LeBron loves playing with Luka," he said. "And we don't know if Luka truly enjoys playing with LeBron." That stuff matters. Behind the scenes, those conversations, those vibes shape everything. And with LeBron nearing the end of his career, possibly retiring within a season or two, it begs the next question. What happens when LeBron is gone? That's where things get even more complicated. Because once LeBron retires, the Lakers' future hinges entirely on Luka. He would become the face of the franchise, the cornerstone, the leader of the next era. But is that a role he wants? Or would he rather find a team that builds around him from day one that shares his style, his rhythm, his voice? It's a fair concern. The Lakers are legendary, but their path forward is murky. They don't have a ton of draft capital. Their roster is aging in key areas. And the Western Conference is loaded with young rising teams like the Timberwolves, Thunder, Nuggets, and Kings. Can the Lakers build a contender around Luka fast enough to keep him invested? Or will he look elsewhere for a team ready to win now? Some fans are beginning to wonder. Could Luka be eyeing a return to Dallas if bridges can be mended? Could he join a fellow European star like Jokic in Denver and form a terrifying super duo? What about Miami, a team known for its culture and competitiveness? Or New York, with a spotlight and stage that matches his star power? None of these are certainties, but they're not fantasies either. Luka will have options. He'll have leverage. And most importantly, he'll have freedom. But let's not forget, this is the Lakers. If any franchise knows how to pivot, it's this one. They've retooled on the fly before. They've attracted superstars in transition periods. And Genie Bus, Rob Pelinka, and the rest of the front office know what's at stake. If they sense Luka's slipping away, you can bet they'll go all in to keep him. That could mean trading assets, clearing cap space, bringing in another all-star to show commitment. This isn't a team that rebuilds slowly. This is a team that reloads instantly. Still, all that hinges on one thing. Does Luka want to be a Laker? That's the million-dollar question. And right now, we just don't know. Not fully. He hasn't said no. But he hasn't said yes either. And sometimes, silence speaks volumes. So what do you think about all of this? Do you believe Luka Doncic sees his future in Los Angeles? Or is this just a temporary chapter in a career that could take many unexpected turns? Personally, I'm torn. As a fan, I want Luka to stay. I want to see him thrive in purple and gold, take the torch from LeBron, and lead us into another championship era. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned. These whispers, these subtle clues, they feel familiar. And in the NBA, where stars have more power than ever, nothing is off the table. One name that keeps coming up, Donovan Mitchell. Word around the league is that the Cavaliers guard could be on the move, and the Lakers are reportedly interested. A Luka Mitchell backcourt would be explosive offensively, and more importantly, it would signal to Luka that the team is willing to build around him with pieces that complement his style. But any such move would require serious cap gymnastics and a clear message from Luka that he's willing to commit if the Lakers deliver. At the same time, the coaching situation is under the microscope. While Darvin Ham has done a commendable job managing a team with high expectations, some voices in the media are speculating that the front office may look for a new voice, someone who can better connect with Luka's personality and maximize his unique talents. The idea isn't just about X's and O's. It's about creating a culture that feels like home for a generational talent still unsure of his place. And culture, more than ever, is becoming a central theme in the NBA. We've seen players gravitate toward organizations with strong identities, places like Miami, Golden State, or even Oklahoma City. These teams offer stability, a clear vision, and buy-in at every level. The Lakers, despite their glamour and history, have struggled at times to define a consistent culture post-Kobe. The challenge now is convincing Luka that this is more than just a destination, it's a dynasty in the making. Of course, this brings us to a larger issue, communication. Sources say that while Luka has been professional and respectful behind the scenes, he hasn't been especially vocal with the front office. He's not a player who demands loudly or creates public spectacle, but his silence keeps the Lakers guessing. What does he want long-term? What does he value most in a franchise? Until they get real answers, the uncertainty will continue to cast a shadow over every decision they make. Meanwhile, his teammates are doing their best to make him feel welcomed. Austin Reeves, in particular, has reportedly struck up a quiet but genuine friendship with Luka, often staying after practice for extra shooting sessions or film work. Anthony Davis, too, has taken a leadership role in easing Luka into the system. There's no sign of friction within the locker room, but camaraderie and connection don't always translate into clarity about the future. And the fans? They're caught in the middle. Social media is a mix of admiration and anxiety. Every time Luka smiles during a press conference, fans read into it. Every time he dodges a question about the future, it triggers a new wave of speculation. It's exhausting and exhilarating. Because love him or fear losing him, one thing's for sure, Luka Doncic has become the heartbeat of Lakers Nation in record time. That's why this next playoff run feels so critical. It's not just about winning a title, it's about making a statement. About proving that Los Angeles is where legends belong, not just where they pass through. A deep run could be the difference between keeping Luka and watching him walk. Every game, every possession, every timeout will matter. Because behind the scenes, the clock is already ticking. Some of the media have floated the idea of offering Luka a supermax extension with an early opt-out clause to give him both security and flexibility. It's a risky approach, but it might appeal to a star who values control. Would the Lakers gamble on such a structure? Would Luka accept it? These are the questions the front office is likely debating right now, even as the team fights for wins on the court. There's also a growing realization that if things go south, if Luka does eventually decide to leave, the Lakers can't afford to be caught off guard. Some executives are reportedly preparing contingency plans, ranging from aggressive trade packages to retain value, to pivoting toward a rebuild around younger assets. It's a tough pill to swallow for a franchise built on championship or bust expectations, but in the modern NBA, flexibility is everything. At the same time, there's still hope. Real hope. Because as complicated as this situation may be, it's rooted in something special, the chance to witness greatness. Luka Doncic is 25 years old. He's already rewriting the record books, drawing comparisons to Magic, Bird, and LeBron himself. And he's doing it in a Lakers jersey. That's not nothing. That's magic, Luka magic, in the brightest spotlight in sports. What happens next will come down to alignment between Luka's vision and the Lakers' direction, between what he wants and what the franchise can provide. If those stars align, we could be watching the beginning of a new dynasty. If not, we could be facing one of the biggest what-ifs in franchise history. And that tension, that possibility, is what makes this moment so captivating. For now, all eyes are on the playoffs. How deep will the Lakers go? How will Luka respond to the pressure? Can this team deliver when it matters most? The answers to those questions won't just define the season, they might define the next decade of Lakers basketball. Still, behind those vague quotes, the Lakers organization is walking a tightrope. They need to win, and they need to win now. Because if Luka gets even the slightest sense that he's being asked to carry a franchise without the right pieces around him, he could start looking elsewhere fast. And let's face it, he has every reason to expect a championship-caliber roster. He's that good. Some analysts have even suggested that the Lakers need to give Luka more autonomy in the decision-making process, something akin to what LeBron enjoyed when he arrived in LA. Whether it's roster construction, coaching input, or playing style, the idea is simple. Make Luka feel like this is his team, not just a team he's playing for. That shift in perception could be critical. In recent weeks, we've seen glimpses of that approach. During team meetings, Luka's voice has reportedly grown louder. He's taken more ownership of game plans and film breakdowns. According to a team source, he's not trying to step on toes, but when he speaks, people listen. That's a good sign, because a silent superstar is usually one who's halfway out the door. Vocal one. That might be a man slowly buying in. Another factor to consider is Luka's connection to the city itself. Los Angeles offers a lifestyle few NBA cities can match. From business ventures to media opportunities to international branding, Luka's star can shine brighter here than almost anywhere else. If the Lakers can tap into that, showing him how the city can become part of his personal empire, they may have a powerful recruiting tool that goes beyond basketball. Meanwhile, the fans are doing their part. Luka jerseys are still selling out, murals are going up around the city, and his every move is being celebrated online. Whether he knows it or not, he's already being embraced like a franchise legend. But emotional investment cuts both ways. If he leaves, it will sting even more. And the Lakers faithful are well aware of that possibility. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going, Lakers Nation. What should the front office do? What would you do if you were in Luka's shoes? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got more breakdowns, trade talk, and playoff coverage coming your way every single day. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Lakers!